I'm gonna call this black owned. I don't consider myself black. I'm an Israelite. That term black to me is a derogatory, but I'm gonna use it for the purpose of, I guess, relating to my audience because a lot of people have used that term and they recognize themselves as that. So let's go. So, as a person who owns a business, I made this shirt here. Thing is, I didn't make the actual shirt. So that means I have to order that shirt, pay the shipping on it, and then produce it. So that cost of the shirt alone and the shipping has to be included in the cost that I charge the next person. Now, if I produced this shirt and didn't have to ship it, all the materials were mine, the price would be significantly lower. So when you look at a lot of these major places, even if they do have to order these, they order them in bulk and they're able to get a lower price. This right here is just one of one. So of course, even setting up to produce it, it costs as much if I would produce maybe 5 to 10. 5 to 10, the price could be divided between those 5 to 10. No, all the price, all the cost has to be loaded into this one shirt for me to make a profit. So of course, it's going to seem more expensive than if you were to buy something at one of these major retail stores that produce 100 of the same and sell those 100. They could probably charge around $10 and still make a profit because the materials in itself probably only cost them 5. With me, this shirt alone costs more than $10. So how can I charge $10? Especially when I put work on. I put this image on there, paid for the image and everything. Everything costs. And I'm saying this because I notice people always have a negative connotation when it comes to things that are started by us, realizing that we're at a deficit. We are starting a one of one situation. Here in my town, Flint, there's a grocery store, the only one that's owned by melanin people. You have Arab owned, so they actually work together, and you have the major conglomerate stores that work together. So, of course, their prices are going to be a lot cheaper. Now, I get it. We have the less amount of resources. So we want the better prices. But we have to realize if we ever want to, I guess, have something that represents us stay around, sometimes we're going to have to eat those higher prices just so that they can eventually come around and lower their prices. Because the people they're buying for are basically they're betting that they're going to end up closing. So they're going to charge them a premium every time. You see this at restaurants too. When you see a mom and pop store, a mom and pop restaurant, they have had to go buy their stuff from someone else that was already a franchise or something like that. You may see a lot of people out at, like the big box stores or whatever, like Sam's and Gordon's or, Costco, buying the stuff to load up their stores. So they can't sell it at the price that everybody else was. They don't get the distributor price. They have to buy it from someone that's bought it from the distributor. So of course, there's going to be a premium on it. Can't get people to comprehend this. They always want to say that they want to support their own, but do you really? Because it's going to come with a cost because your own does not get the discount. You want a discount from them, but they don't get a discount from their distributors because all of their distributors, none of them look like them. They're going to always have to pay a premium until this system changes around. And the only way they do that is if you start supporting them. My business, when it started off, I had a whole lot of Israelites supporting me because I view myself as an Israelite. after time, a lot of times, most of my biggest customers were people that were non-Israel. You know, I see a lot of Israelites calling palm skin people what they call them Esau. So I don't recognize them as Esau, but most of my customers, the bulk of my customers became other nations, not Israelites. Because Israelites would be the main ones saying, you know, hey, they wanted a discount. And the other group would pay me and sometimes even give me a benefit of a tip or pay a little extra. My own would always want a discount, sadly. And, you know, that's why I'm still working a day job. Can't afford to give them a discount, but I still work a day job so that I can support my business and support my family. And the business actually is extra money whenever I get the business. I would love to have that to be a standalone. You know, I believe the materials are quality enough, but of course, I still have to buy the materials from someone else that I end up designing and creating on. I'm not producing this. This jersey, I didn't make the jersey, but I made the design that I put on the jersey. So I had to pay the shipping. And then when I shipped it out to you, basically it's twice shipping been paid on this thing. All right. Just want to share that. Black owned as they call it, but I say Israelite owned. It's only gonna last if you support it. Shalom.